Hello everyone, and welcome to today's stream. I am Mage 1011, and today we're playing Final Fantasy XIV, post Dawntrail main scenario quest. And, sadly, my laptop cord, decided to take a shit and, break, so I'm viewing chat on my phone. So, excuse me if I don't read all the chat messages, I am sorry. But anywho, let's get to the story. The past few streams have been post-Dawntrail side stories. Now it's time for the main scenario quest. Also, hello, Raelius. A royal invitation. Bull Rook is eager to hear how you have been getting on. It's a pleasure as always, Mage. Have you been able to relax lately? Wonderful. As busy as you have been with the rite of succession, among other things, you deserve an opportunity to experience Tuliolo at a more leisurely pace. Sampling the tacos at Gibraltar, I suck at reading that, is one such way to do so. They're made the traditional way and laden with fillings, and are absolutely sublime. If you have an empty stomach, the owner, Baruch Evu, will look after you. Let me check. Let me see. No, I do not. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you. There we go. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you. There we go. I'm so glad someone reminded me at the start of stream instead of at the end this time. Anywho, let's take the Aethernet crystal. We are headed... Oh. Looks like the closest Aethernet crystal is Bayside Bevy. And while we're here, we might as well stock up on some gear. Specifically, rings and amulets, because that's what my lowest gear item is. And my lowest item level gear piece is my ring at 720, while the rest are at 740. As well as my weapon. Let's see if we can fix that. Start with the weapon, Pictomancer, 740, and a high quality one. There we go. And then a ring, a single ring. Ew, that's expensive. I'll just take the weapon for now. I'm gonna equip all my gear so they don't get glamored haphazardly. I just want my weapon to be glamored. There we go. And there we go. Now the only thing that is lower level item wise is one of my rings, which is fine. That puts me at an even level to be doing quests at. Anywho, let's get on into here. Baruch Evu. Well, if it isn't Wolf Mage, alone today are you? I see, I see. If you have a hankering for tacos, then they're on the house. Consider it thanks for everything you've done for Tulioa. Go ahead and find a table. I'll bring you your meal as soon as it's ready. We might do his side quest later, but for now we're doing MSQ. They didn't have to make food look this good in a game. But that's where all the budget went. You still love tacos, I hope. You ate so many when you turned 5 you could barely move afterwards. Remember that? No, not really. That was 30 years ago for me. Right, sorry. It's still strange for me, too. Just the other day you were a little boy clinging to your mother's skirt as you set up for Yosolani, and now you're a man grown with a face full of hair. Even so, I know you were my son the instant I saw you. We're still family, and you can always rely on me. Relying, that feels like the only thing I'm doing right now, on you and everyone else. I can't even start a fire without assistance at my new job. Back in Alexandria, we had a trope. If I needed fire, all I had to do was press a button. Everything was at our fingertips. But here I'm helpless. A culinarian who can't even light the stove. The way the others in the kitchen stare at me, gods, I've never felt so embarrassed. I'm sorry to hear that, but I'd been told the tales, but it seems life really is different within the dome. My wife and children, I was thinking I'd have them join me once things had settled, but at this rate... I say you send for them. If they're your family, then they're mine too. I'll do whatever's necessary to make it work. I don't mean to overhear, but it seems you're having trouble readjusting to life in Tulioa. Fellow Clamat. To aid folks like yourself, we've established a support group at the Wings of Reflection. There you can learn the skills you need to live outside the dome. It isn't easy being back, I know, but I'm hopeful that they can make things easier. That's exactly what I need. I'll definitely seek this group out, and I'll bring my family with me. Thank you. Oh, look who it is. I was just about to go and find you, Wolf Mage. You don't mind the company, I hope. I could use a bite to eat myself. Crunch. The tacos here never disappoint. So, what have you been up to lately? I've been making a name for myself in the Arcadian. That option's only available if you have done the Arcadian quest side. You're fighting in the arena in Alexandria by facing off against the tough opponents. I'd wager you've honed your skills even further. As for myself, I've been keeping busy with duties at the palace, but whenever I find a moment, I like to walk the streets and talk to the people. That's why, that way I can better understand the problems they have, and share them with Kona to figure out the solutions. I was on one such walk just now. As I mentioned, I was hoping to find you. Oh, someone's at my door. BRB. Sorry about that. What the? Oh. My house has me watch a random video almost every day, so I had to go do that. Back to the story. Kona and I have something we want to discuss with you. As Dawn servants, do you have some time to come to the palace? Great, I'll go on ahead. Please come and join us once you've finished here. And we head that way. And we're gonna head here. Wait. Why is it sending me back there? No, it's not. Okay. We're gonna hide the heart where your heart is quest for temporarily. Because I need to do that later. That just unlocks a housing area. I'll do that later. There's the lance guard and we'll come up. It seems Kona's gone somewhere. Sorry. Master Wolf Mage, it's always an honor. Kona stepped away to attend to a pressing matter, but he should join you before long. I hope this is voice acted. Oh, looks like it's not voice acted, so let me grab a drink. Boop. There we go. Oh, you're all here too. Kona summoned us, though if truth be told, Alphanode and I have been seeing him quite regularly of late. He asked us to share our knowledge of Honish culture, you see, in hopes of further strengthening your alliance. We were, of course, happy to oblige him. Cryle and I were likewise summoned, otherwise we've been carrying on with our work, compiling information on the Golden City. My grandfather embarked on his investigation 20 years ago. With our report, we shall finish what he started. Lest you wonder, Thancred and Arianje have left to resume their tour of Tyrell. Y'shtola, meanwhile, is back to researching cross-rift travel. She was here just a few days ago to get Kona's permission to investigate living memory. By the way, she mentioned wanting to take a look at the key in your keeping at some point. If If the look she had in her eyes was any indication, I suggest you brace yourself for when she comes calling. You're like to be stuck with her for a while. As for Estinian, we know neither where he, neither where he is nor what he's doing. Some things never change. My apologies for the delay. Think nothing of it. We took advantage of the time to catch up. So what can we do for you? Hopefully present company is enough for whatever it is you need. The matter for which I have summoned you pertains to Alexandria. A state of A state funeral will soon be held in Solution 9 to mourn the passing of Queen Ffxiv. King Kaloja and his administration have invited us to attend. While certain issues remain unresolved between our nations, such as the treatment of Yashsolani, I see no reason not to attend. For generations, the Alexandrians live without even the awareness of death. I wouldn't have expected them to have a funeral rites still. Apparently, the members of Oblivion unearthed records of ceremonies that were conducted in the Alexandria of old. It was they who put forth the proposal that the queen be thus honored. Leave it to that lot to think of such things. The people of Alexandria no longer forget the departed. They're being confronted with the idea of death for the first time. I suspect our friends wanted to do something for them. Though Ffxiv was but a simulacrum, she was nonetheless a pillar for their people. The pain of her passing must run deep. Indeed, a funeral will give Alexandrians the chance to come together to express their grief, that they might overcome it. I wasn't sure at first, but I've decided to go, not only to be there for Kaloja, but to put this chapter behind us. That I requested your presence was none other than to see if you wish to attend the funeral. You knew Ffxiv as well, after all. I think we should go too. Because you consider yourself responsible for her demise, I take it? But that's not a burden you bear alone. Here's my idea. As vow, I'll attend the funeral as a representative of Tuliolo. Meanwhile, you can go on in a personal capacity and watch over the people as they mourn. I feel the rest of us should go too. Regardless of the reason, the fact remains that we deprived Alexandria of a beloved ruler. It's only right that we remember who Ffxiv was, to her people and to others. So let us stand with you. Then it's decided. Let's head to Solution 9 and look for Galuja in the back rooms. Crossroads. Let's talk to Kona first. Though I too would ideally attend the funeral, given the circumstances, I think it best that Lamachi represent us. Besides, I need to be on hand to oversee the city's repair, which is taking longer than expected. When that work is complete, we will finally look into installing a new throne. But to have Father's throne still here still, it makes me feel he is close by. I'm quite happy for it to remain for a while. Even though it's sliced in half. I wonder if the other piece is still here. No, it is not. They must have moved the other half. So let's head to Solution 9. Okay, go ahead and use a Aetherite ticket. We're gonna head to here. And we're gonna head to the back rooms. Melancholy. That I never realized her name was Melancholy. You heading to the bathrooms? Go to the back room. Not back rooms, back room. Okay. Hold on, I need to do something in one of my tabs. There we go. Shale. Glad to see the invitation reached you. As you may have heard, we were able to find data on forgotten funeral customs amidst old records. It appears to have been preserved by those who rued the loss of the culture due to the proliferation of regulators. We're grateful for their foresight. Geode. It's good of you to come. We're expecting a large audience for the funeral, and the venue isn't like to hold everyone at once. But the altar will remain for those who can't be present during the ceremony. We ourselves plan to go and pay our respects afterwards. And looks like everyone's here, so talk to Gulja. Oh, you came for the funeral. Of course. I'm the only one who will officially take part, though. The others will watch over the proceedings. So, how have you been? It's been a while since my last visit. I'm good. Shill is always teaching me new things. Recently, I've learned about Electrope's system, about Everkeep's system, and the mechanical soldiers. It's knowledge I'll need to use my authority properly. Studious as always, I see. But why? By way of a treat, I've brought you... Get to a chocolate. It's a kind of cake. I think you'll like it. Thank you, Lamachi, and thank you for coming. I've never been to a funeral before, so I feel less nervous having you here. Out of curiosity, what's the custom in Alexandria? In our world, it's common to offer flowers to the departed. It's much the same here, according to the records. Flowers will be distributed to all attendees. Considering that all worlds used to be one, the practice of offering flowers may well share the same ancient origins. Fascinating, wouldn't you say? And we're gonna take... let's take the money. And we have a bot. Let me deal with that. Ban. Report. Block user. Close. Okay, so let's talk to the NPCs. Alize? It's a relief to see that Gulja is doing well. He's been through too much for one so young. From a group that plotted to undermine a tyrant king from the shadows to one that aids their fellow citizen in the open, Oblivion has come a long way. For the people to take it on themselves to organizing and hold the funeral, it speaks to their enduring love for Ffxiv. Although I've been in the backrooms before, backroom, not backrooms, there was no time to see the sights. I should like to take a closer look at the equipment. Papa always said he didn't want a somber funeral, so we celebrated his life together with our victory. I'm sure he would have loved it. I like to think he was watching us from the world beyond, filling his cup every time we filled our own. While we proposed the funeral, the royal administration took the brunt of the planning. One of their number can better explain what the ceremony will entail. Alexandria mourns. Gulja wishes to go and collect his flower for the funeral. The flowers are being handed out at Praxis Park. I'm thinking of heading over there now. We'll join you. There's a man I would like to speak with. Gasson. He was apparently Ffxiv's aide, and the one who sent us the invitation. Come on, let's go. Let's talk to Shale one more time. She. Well, she just said that, so. So we're heading here. Let's talk to each of the NPCs first. Up and up. Wilclamant's audience will surely help strengthen relations between the two nations. I get the strong impression that both Tuliolo and Alexandria wish to put this tragic past behind them. Here he is, Gasson. It makes sense that Sven's head loyal aides such as It makes sense that Sven had loyal aides such as Gasson, given how much time she dedicated to walking among her people. While it appears souls are still being used, supply must be limited now that they are no longer being harvested. The grim faces in the queue tell the tale. Judging from all the activity, I presume the funeral will be held here. All correspondence was being handled by the Wings of Reflection, so this is my first time speaking with Gasson. I'm Val Wilclamant of Tuliolo. Thank you for extending us an invitation to Queen Sven's funeral. We are honored, truly. I had seen you before from a distance, but never had the pleasure. I am Gasson, former chief aide to the Queen. Since her passing, I have been responsible for administrating affairs of state. Can we get our flowers here? Yes, Your Majesty. The flowers are being handed out at the counter yonder, alongside the regulators. What? We need to wear regulators for the funeral? Rest assured, they're not a requirement. We're where your people do not use them. You see, people in Alexandria of old wore tokens of mourning upon their person when attending funerals. As such tokens were black, it was suggested that we might wear regulators painted the same color. We've yet to produce enough for everyone, but we're distributing them as we are able. I see. Yet regulator or no, the important thing is that we remember Queen Sven. Remember her and her kindness as you make your offering of your flowers. I will. The proceeding will soon begin in this plaza. Please take your place once you have your flower. If this is voice acted, I'm going to mute my mic. Welcome back, Raelius.
Although we are gathered here for the same reason, we hail from different lands. Some were born and raised in the Alexandria of old, while others came to us from Tuliolal. It was from this union of diverse peoples that a new Alexandria was born. The only home that our younger generation knows. How did we overcome the barriers between us? What moved us to join hands in common purpose beneath crackling skies? You know the answer. We survived. We thrived because Queen Ffxiv brought us together. Inspired and encouraged by her boundless kindness, we strove to be better, for ourselves as well as those around us. And in Her Majesty's absence, there is a sadness beyond words. Yet we will remember her. Remember all the good that she has done for us. So let us pray, as the people of the Old Kingdom once did, for the peaceful repose of the departed. And let us keep our beloved Queen forever in our hearts, that her memory might guide us unto the morrow. Would that I could find solace in my own words.
Was Queen Ffxiv taken to the cloud?
She must have been. To still remember her is strange, isn't it, darling?
I miss her. She would always cheer me up when I was down. But even though I remember her, I'll never see her again. That doesn't make sense.
It seems that's what it means to die, I'm afraid.
But what will happen to us? Are we just going to be sad forever?
What will happen indeed? Everything that we have, we owe to Queen Ffxiv. How are we to go on without her?
I still remember Her Majesty so clearly. If only I didn't, I might feel better about the future of our realm.
Perhaps we should also consider moving to Tuliolo. The journey won't be easy, but it'd be better than staying here in uncertainty.
In times like these, I take comfort in the beliefs of a Turali people called the Yokui. To them, death isn't the end. So long as we're remembered, we never truly die. It could be the same for Queen Ffxiv, you know? If you keep her alive in your hearts, she'll always be with you.
But we still won't be able to see her, right? I don't want to think about that. I wish I could just forget instead of having to feel like this.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to impose. Please, mourn your queen however you see fit. As expected, they struggle to come to terms with their loss. I hope they can find a way to move forward.
It's not only grief that weighs on them, but worry for the future. Bereft of their queen, how will they proceed?
True. But with that at least, we're not powerless to help. What is it, Guloja?
I was wondering, is it better to remember or forget someone when they're dead? I remember my father, and every time I think of him, it hurts. It's the same with Queen Ffxiv. Knowing that she's gone makes me feel sad. But it's different with my mother. I never knew her, so I don't feel as bad. I want to remember my father, but maybe I'd be better off forgetting him.
Guloja.
Why don't we continue this somewhere else?
And we're back on mic. Also, it's okay, Aurelius. It's okay you weren't here to help with the bot. I took care of it. It seems a good place to continue. This seems a good place to continue our conversation. Simply leaving Alexandria won't solve their problem, I fear. Problems, I fear. The problem runs deeper than that. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have brought that up. Seeing that child reminds me of myself, of how hard it was for me to accept that grandfather was gone. But that sadness is what gives me the strength to come this what gave me the strength to come this far, and I would never choose to forget it. Never. I hope the altar can provide comfort to those who need it. Hey, Galja, do you really know Do you really know nothing at all about your mother? Someone's at my door. Okay, I'm back. She'll search the system for information on residents, but the only Momoja she found listed were my father and me. Even if she died and was erased from the People's memories, she should have been there, but she wasn't. Well, you're here means she was here too, inside the dome. There can't be any other way about it. Perhaps we should try looking again. Maybe. It's hard to explain, but I'm not sad, but I feel like I'm missing something. So even if it makes me feel sad, I want to know my mother. I see. Well, if that's what you want. Then I'll help you. I'd like to help as well, but I believe I speak for the others too. But I can't bother you with this. You already came for the funeral. We came here not only for the funeral, but to see whether all was well in Alexandria. We're not about to leave just yet. Besides, in seeking to learn about your mother, we're bound to learn about your father as well. By retracing the steps of this man who kept his own counsel, we may gain knowledge that can serve the people of Alexandria. Alright, thank you everyone. Quest complete. Alexandria mourns. And because I have household chores, I am going to end the stream there. I will, however, do the random Zona change and carry that over to next stream. So let's see what that is. Looks like we're going Shadox next stream. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my stream. I hope you guys stop by again. Until next time, I've been WolfMage1011. I'll see you guys then. Bye!